A few weeks ago, a Canadian man called me all the way from Canada. Eze moved to Canada several years ago through a work permit. Like many of our people abroad, he worked very hard. After this man settled down, he eventually brought his wife, Gloria, over to join him. Life was not perfect too, but both of them, they were progressing and they were managing. Then Gloria suddenly got pregnant. When their baby boy arrived, it was one of the happiest moments of their marriage. Naturally, the discussion about Omugwo came up within the two of them. Gloria wanted her own mother to come all the way from Nigeria to help with the baby. Eze, the husband, agreed. After all, she's my mother-in-law. In fact, he paid for the ticket and he was even the one that handled everything that was needed for the trip. The plan was very simple. Mama would stay for 3 months, help with the baby, and then return back home to Nigeria. Otherwise, if she did not return, I'll go gas. Unfortunately, things did not go well according to plan. According to Eze, the problems started within the first few weeks when Mama arrived in Canada. Mama began questioning some of the decisions he and Gloria made. Mama started comparing how things were done in Nigeria with how they were doing things in Canada. At first, Eze ignored it. After all, she was an older woman who had traveled a long distance to support her daughter. But things gradually changed. Before long, Gloria started agreeing with almost everything her mother said. If Eze and Gloria disagree about something, Mama would immediately support her daughter. If Eze suggested one thing, Mama would suggest another, and Gloria usually followed her mother's advice. That was when our brother Eze started feeling uncomfortable in his own home. What worried him most was not even Mama's behavior. It was the fact that his wife now seems to be changing. The more time Gloria spent with her mother, the more distance she became from him. Simple discussion started turning into argument. The peace that once existed in that house slowly disappeared. Eventually, our brother Eze felt something had to be done, something need to be changed quickly, ASAP. He sat Gloria down and explained that her mother's presence here was affecting their marriage. Gloria was furious. Gloria disagreed with the husband. She felt Eze was being unfair. And the way Eze wants to treat her mother now, she will not agree. That, people in the village, they thought mommy is going to spend 3 months. Now you want to send mommy back. This discussion now become more argument every single day. Instead of waiting for the full 3 months, he changed the mother-in-law's ticket and arranged for her to return sharp back to Nigeria earlier than planned. By that time, she had spent only about 4 good weeks in Canada. Gloria was furious about this thing. Gloria spark. She felt her husband has disrespected her mother and embarrassed her whole family, both home and abroad. Instead of solving the problem themselves, the situation now became worse. The argument increased. Communication became difficult within the two of them. When Eze was telling me this story, Eze said he eventually became worried about where things were heading to. Because if care is not taken, the wife might call him police and it might destroy a COS in Canada. Our brother did not want daily confrontation to turn into something bigger. So he made another difficult decision again. He packed a few things and temporarily moved out of the house. His plan was very simple. Our brother wanted to give space and want to give peace a chance and also allow tempers to cool down a little bit. At first, Gloria was determined to stand her ground. I know, if you want to go, you can go. I don't care. Yeah? But after a few weeks alone with a newborn baby, reality started setting in. Gloria now was now handling the night feed, the cleaning, the shopping, and everything else all by herself. One evening like this, she called her mother in Nigeria, expecting sympathy. But she got what? Instead of that, Mama from Nigeria surprised her. She said, "My daughter, your husband may not have handled things the right way, but don't destroy your marriage because of me." That conversation alone stayed with Gloria. For the first time in her life, she started reflecting on everything that had happened in her marriage. Today, the marriage is still standing, but it is not fully healed. Both of them are discussing counseling and trying to find a way forward. Whether they succeed or not remain uncertain. What started as a simple Omugwo arrangement became the biggest test their marriage has ever faced. Now, before we blame Eze, before we blame Gloria, before we blame Mama, let us look at what really happened. The biggest problem here in this story today is not the Omugwo. The biggest problem was the communication. Communication. Eze became uncomfortable long before he changed that return ticket. But instead of him addressing the issue properly, he kept hoping things will improve on their own. He did not communicate, with the wife, with the mama. By the time he finally spoke up, everybody has already been frustrated in that house. Gloria also made a mistake. Gloria no be saint in this matter. Whether Mama intended it or not, Eze started feeling like an outsider in his own home. Is the wife going to trade the mama for the husband? No marriage can thrive when one partner failed. Every disagreement has become a two against one situation. As for Mama, I do not believe that Mama traveled all the way from Nigeria to Canada intending to damage her daughter's marriage. I don't believe that. That was what I told Mr. Eze. Mama only came there to help. The problem is that there's a thin line between helping and interfering, especially when emotions are involved. This story today is a reminder that good intentions alone are not enough in marriage. Boundaries matters if you don't know. Always set boundary, no matter who that person is, especially when they're coming to pass a night in your place. And don't forget also that communication is one of the toughest and the biggest thing that you need to do. Always communicate. Don't allow problem to sleep overnight. Before you sleep, discuss it and sort it out. And problems are easily to solve when they are addressed earlier. So, let me ask you, was Eze right to send his mother-in-law back to Nigeria early? Or should he have handled the situation differently? Please drop your thought in the comment and let us discuss further on this situation. And do you know anyone that brought his mother-in-law to Obodo and something went wrong? And at the same time, if you have your own story that you want to share with me, my contact is in the description down. And at the same time, my WhatsApp number is somewhere on the screen. Don't forget to turn off your notification bell so that you hear my bugum anytime that I update this very platform. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.